This is Brasenose College. I was an undergraduate here from 1962 to 1965. When I was at Oxford, I met an awful lot of people in this room. Many of them with a sense of humour. Some of them even turned up later in a very silly television series called Monty Python's Flying Circus. It's over 40 years ago that we first plotted comedy here. An age ago, when the sun always shone and it never rained.
Oxford's problem, I think, is it's almost too beautiful. And you come here and you look at the Dreaming Spires and you see all those gorgeous young things in their pants in the river. And what you don't notice, unless you begin to look at it, is all the real work that's going on here. And if you ask those young people in the pants what they're doing...
Physics.
French and Czech.
A master's in public health. Master's in ancient history.
Experimental psychology.
So the beauty of Oxford tends to give the impression that no one does anything here. But in fact, a huge amount goes on.
20,000 bicycles, off to labs and lecture rooms, tutorials and training. There's much to do, exams to pass, dreams to fulfil. 25 prime ministers came from this place, 47 Nobel Prize winners, at least 20 archbishops of Canterbury, 12 saints, and 1 mayor of London. Oxford pulsates with energy and drive.
I hate to become a paediatrician.
My intention to become a barrister and then maybe after that even a High Court judge.
Going into the world of finance or going into the world of medicine.
I hope to go into broadcast and print journalism.
Travel and also preferably bossing other people around.
Literally a stone's throw from my college is the Radcliffe Camera, part of the wonderful Bodleian Library.
This is the Magna Carta. It's one of 4 owned by the Bodleian Library that have been entrusted to us for over 3 centuries.
These rare pieces are the stars of the collection, but as impressive is the sheer volume of the volumes. As a copyright library, the Bodleian has the right to claim a copy of every book published in Britain. This is just 1 week's delivery, between 2,000 to 3,000 publications. Pressure to find yet more space in a library that already holds 9 million items on 120 miles of shelving.
Sometimes young people look at Oxford and they see the Dreaming Spires and they think, I couldn't possibly aspire to that. And that's such a shame, because Oxford is a huge mix of people of different social classes, people from all over the world. My message to them, if I ever get a chance to speak to them, is go for it. Think of it, do it. They're going to be bursaries, and you will have a wonderful time.
It's a happy day for me and for him for all his sacrifice.
Well. For the past 4 years, I've been wanting to wear this, and I'm wearing it today.
When all the world's top universities are trying to globalise, Oxford's already there. And it's playing this incredibly important role for the whole world. You know, not just as a centre of research excellence, but as one of the very few centres outside of the United States that can be among the top 2 or 3 players. Oxford's got a global mission.
The Oxford I knew 40 years ago has changed, but I'm reassured that it still seems the most natural thing on earth for a boys' choir to climb to the top of a steep tower at 6 in the morning every May Day to welcome in the summer. Long live madrigals at Magdalen. Oxford was a breath of fresh air for me, bringing new friends, new ideas, new opportunities. And by the time I left Oxford, the future pattern of my life was already laid down.